Let's pull up the talking points for today. All right, we're talking about something that we've dealt with a lot with our PC selling business. A lot of people who really, it's not a bad thing because people really like Ryzen, but right now, if I were to like part together someone a gaming PC and let on the GPU issue, I probably would recommend some of this Intel stuff that's pretty damn cheap. So we're just going to kind of talk about why Intel is probably one of the best deals right now in 2021. I know you specifically recommended the i5 a lot, the i3, the i7. Got any?
Like all of them.
I mean,
like,
really.
yeah, there's just like, it's one of those things where like they're all good in their own way, but like realistically for the price, I think right now every single Intel processor except for 5th gen usually beats like first, second, and third.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say every. You know what I mean?
Not every.
Every 10th gen, because 9th gen is garbage now. Like it's for the price, it's not worth it. I have not seen a good 9th gen processor in a while for the price, but 10th gen, like you have hyper threading on all of them, and even their Pentiums actually. We did a couple builds with their Pentiums.
Not bad.
And yeah, like you know, you have the Ryzen 3000G 2-core 4-thread. We did one on our website that was what was it? It was one of those Pentium Golds, which was also a 2-core 4-thread, and it absolutely destroyed the Ryzen 3000G and like the 200GE in you know raw performance.
Yeah, so, and also the upgrade path on them are pretty good. I mean, if you get like one of those Pentium systems, you can upgrade to the i3 really easy, the i5, the i7. There's a lot of processors where in the Intel lineup where you can buy even a cheaper motherboard, and it's not dumb to put like a higher end i7 because there's ones that are non-overclockable like the 10700F. That's a really good 8-core 16-threaded CPU that you can put in, not super high power draw, works really good on budget motherboards. The motherboards are getting a little bit harder to find. That's one thing we've noticed, but if you can actually pick up a B460, B560s are out now, so those are probably your best option because you can actually now get the really high RAM speeds that some of the i5s and i7s suffered from with B460s. So yeah, there's no reason why not to recommend 10th gen Intel right now. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, of course, 5000 series Ryzen is really cool, but you got to pay a premium for it because AMD upped the price, and also they're just kind of hard to find right now.
I liked the other day actually. Like I remember I meant to say this, but I was like I don't want to offend anyone. But when I asked the question, you know, hey guys, what would you choose, Intel or Ryzen, and why? And everyone was just like Ryzen. And nobody would say why. And I'm like, this reminds me so much of that one guy that went to the I'm not going to say who, but the speeches. And he'd go around and ask questions. And he'd be like, how do you feel about this? And they'd be like, that ain't real. Like, that ain't happening. It reminds me dead up like that.
I mean, if you're like a super casual, you've been like you were all Intel for years, and then AMD came out, and all the cool tech people are just like, go AMD, AMD's the best, and they're just like, and then switch back quickly.
Too. Like, we recommended it too, but the thing is, like, the way that I see it, and this goes with everything, not just processor, like everything in the world is, if you are stuck on old ways, there's a reason why it's like survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest means adapting. It means like adapting to change. You know what I mean? There's so many people in the world that like, you know, there's a reason why everyone says, okay, boomer. Like realistically, that's usually someone saying, okay, you don't like the new way. You don't like that, you know, this is allowed in society now, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's the same way with processors. Like a lot of people are like, oh, Intel was the best, and I remember back in the day,
AMD is for boomers.
Yeah, you could not convince anyone that AMD was good back in the day. You literally just had to be super budget oriented, and then you probably liked AMD, but other than that, you were Intel all the way. And now, I feel like it's so hard to convince people that Intel is like right now a better bang for the buck.
New York, California should represent the lamest of America. Okay.
What
interesting. I don't know what that means, but all right.
The lamest of America.